Okie dokie. How many times have you opened up a video that started somewhere along the lines of any of the following? Yo, guys, coming at you with a new Dune video. Top 22 things I wish I knew when I started playing Dune. We're gonna start out with the first one. Number 1, left click can attack an enemy. Hey guys, it's your boy, Skinny Penis, coming at you with another Dune Awakening video. As you guys know, I got to have early access, and I got to play the game early, which was really cool because, you know, I got to play the game early, and then I was noticing a lot of cool new things because I got to play the game early. And anyways, now that 5 minutes have passed, let's talk about a little advanced topic that I think it will be missed by a lot of you guys. How to drink wine. Hey guys, new patch drop for Dune today. This changes everything. The player base is upset. This new change is gonna make you bust a nut in 2 minutes. I don't fucking know. But before we get into that, a word from our sponsor. Because not only does your base need protection, so do your teeth. And that's why I use generic ass fuck brand B. Was that even visible? Yes, it was. And how many times have you opened a video like that that led to any actual information that didn't just lead to the most horrendous verbal diarrhea that you've ever heard in your life for the pure sake of getting them across the 8-minute mark so they can achieve fucking mid-roll ads and get more revenue? Why is this even related? This is going to take a minute, but please just let me explain. In the last 16 days, my channel has grown about 15%, which is obviously fantastic. But a consequence of this unexpected new growth is we have a lot of viewers who are coming into the channel who have no idea how I operate. And because of that, they're expecting me to do things in a way that they're used to seeing from other YouTubers. Namely, my time spent prior to this was testing out all of the different skill trees in the game, showing how a bunch of their different perks and abilities worked, because there's a lot of misleading and hidden shit behind the scenes there. And so for most of these newer viewers, the next logical step in their mind is for me to make the ultimate Dune build, the S tier, God mode, and whatever other buzzwords I can think of that you see spread out across 30 videos from the same content creator in a 2-week span, when the game hasn't even been updated to change anything in any meaningful way. And I think that's actually fucking stupid. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think the viewers are stupid for expecting that. I don't even blame them for this. I think, for the most part, viewers have just been so conditioned to just cum guzzle the fucking content slop that gets constantly shoveled down your throats, that for the most part, you guys have not pondered or taken a moment to really think about why you expect that content from people. When it comes to Dune in particular, Dune does not have builds. It just doesn't. To say that Dune has builds would be as disingenuous as saying Starfield had builds. But if you've played Starfield, you know that there aren't really builds. You're able to get literally every perk in Starfield. And while it's not quite the same in Dune Awakening, you have 200 skill points. There's not enough diversity in the game to have like a pivotal aspect that would define a build. Because when I think of a build, I think, you know, is this a melee lifesteal build? Is this a fucking a low health 50% build? Is this a pure tank build? Like, is this a shield tank build? Is this an attack speed build? That kind of shit. Dune has nothing like that. Dune purely has perks that boost your stats by a little, but there is no variety. There's nothing in there that could possibly warrant anyone to think that this game should even have a build. However, there are a tremendous amount of content creators out there who will make content purely for the sake of it and just fucking mislead you guys. And somehow they Jedi handwave you guys into being grateful for this. Because if I were to open up any one of these videos, it's just going to be people reiterating the same fucking damage perks, the same fucking useful skills, and then they're going to try and slap a new skill tree label on it and say, oh, this is a Mentat build. Oh, yes. Trust. And then the next video will be a Trooper build. Oh, yeah. No. They're all the same. So let's talk about content creators, because I recently threw a jab at Firespark in one of my recent videos, and I got a lot of comments that were people thinking I was being unfair with that jab at him. Do you want to know why I said that shit? Because after I put out one of the skill tree videos where I talked about the math behind durability, how max durability loss was calculated, all that shit, he decided afterwards to then go and make a video about, you know, the great magical secrets of durability, the ultimate durability durability guide, great sage wisdom bestowed upon thee. That video was like 8 or 9 minutes long. Not only that, he also had a mega debate thumbnail that implies that you should wait to repair your items, and then he takes 7.5 minutes to ramble and basically just say what should have been a 20-second conclusion. You're actually okay to repair whenever. There's no penalty for that. So yes, when I make my fucking skill tree video and I cover fucking 20 different topics and I try to minimize the length of the discussion on each topic to the amount of time they actually deserve, when I see a video like that, yeah, that looks like shit. And a lot of people are gonna complain, you know, oh, I agree. Do you? Because guys, the only reason that this content slop that gets churned out daily gets as many views as it does is because you watch it. You literally watch it. You support these people. You think they're doing something good, beneficial. You guys like the fucking bottom feeders who scrape builds off of Reddit, steal them from other YouTubers, and then quote-unquote credit them, and somehow that Jedi hand waves you into thinking that's fine. You guys do the same shit with React tubers. Asmongold is a fucking plague of the internet. He's reacted to 2 of my videos. Do you want to know how many times he's actually helped my channel by doing that? 0. React tubers, in particular, are not out to help the little guy, and that is an insanely common misunderstanding. React tubers have their entire goal to supplant the video that they're reacting to. That's why if you ever see, like, Asmongold's clips on YouTube, he'll have the exact same title and thumbnail as the video he's reacting to. But then on the title, he'll just do a little hyphen and do Asmongold reacts. And then on the thumbnail, he'll just throw his dumb fuck face doing, ooh. The reason they do that is because they want to replace that video in the search engine. So that way, if we go and look up my old videos that he's reacted to, if we search the exact title of my video, do you want to know which one shows up first? Because it's not mine. And using analytics, I can even go back and point to the exact moment he reacted to one of my videos. And that is the moment the video's momentum completely died. Obviously, yes, I fucking hate the other content creators. And for the most part, they are a problem. That said, I'm not trying to say that I'm the end-all be-all of content creators either. I make a ton of fucking mistakes, I break a ton of rules, I swear, I pick fights, I do a bunch of things that YouTubers will tell you you should never do. I'm not saying you should even watch me, only that I, as a self-recognized fucking piece of shit, am at least able to recognize that there is far worse scum out there that you guys continue to support. So next time you want to complain about the shit showing up in your feed, contemplate why you're clicking on the videos that you're clicking on. I'm getting a bit rambly here, but more or less, I will never make content for the sake of content. Between all the skill tree videos that I made for Dune, I swear to God, at least 70% of the comments were people asking for a fucking build video once I was all done reviewing all the skill trees. I'm not doing that. That would be the most disingenuous horseshit I could imagine, because builds don't exist here. It's the same reason why I don't make a water video or a shields video. A water video would be disingenuous and would just be a view farm, because really, water in Dune consists of either being really lazy and using wind traps to gather water passively, or being willing to babysit your death stills every 50 minutes with depositing bodies, because the devs are hard stuck on treating the death stills as an ancient Fremen ritual, which is kind of lost on me considering we have to open up a fucking menu and deposit a body via that menu, in which case, where's the ritual in this? Why can't we just auto-deposit them? But that's another complaint for another time. And that would be it. There is no real math to be worked out here. It's going to be a matter of preference. Shields work in a similar way. There's only one shield per tier. In the end, I could talk about the math of shields and how damage converts to power drain, but really, most of you will never give a shit. It's not going to change your gameplay in any meaningful way. All of you only care about if your shield is on or off. And because of that, you're just going to craft out the highest shield you can get in the game and call it quits. No one gives a fuck. But there will be a lot of YouTubers out there that fucking hype it up like, oh, the great mystical secrets and wisdom of shields. Whoa. No. The videos I make will basically fit into 3 categories. It either proves a point, which is what I'm doing now. This video is largely more for me than it is for you guys, because in the stream I had earlier today, I swear to God, at least 10 different times I had people come in and ask for a build video. And don't get me wrong, I am astoundingly good at ignoring what you guys want from me, but even I have limits, and after all the comments and the people popping in on Twitch, That shit gets fucking annoying. I am absolutely going to use this as a video to link to people in the future to explain why I'm not doing the horse shit they want me to do. The second type of video I do, though, is informative. These are build videos proving how mechanics work when they're actually relevant and meaningful to how things might be calculated or used later on in the game. A lot of my content for First Descendant was like this. Even though the topics I may have discussed might have been really obscure and arcane, they mattered tremendously when figuring out how to calculate and code out my website calculator for that game. The third kind of content is one I rarely do, but it's just if I think something is funny, even if it's truly stupid. But if it doesn't fit into those three categories, I'm not doing it. So if you are a Dune viewer and you're wanting me to make a build video, fuck no. Or any other game in the future, if you're wanting me to discuss a topic and I link this to you, it's because I don't think it's worthwhile in any capacity. And were I to do this unnamed video that you want me to do, I would rather just fucking delete the channel than be disingenuous with the content that I put out. Anyways, hopefully that explains why you haven't seen video X, Y, or Z. I know a shit ton of people have been wanting me to make a Dune build video. I also will clarify real quick, some smartass is probably going to pop in the comments and be like, well, if you're not going to do a build video, can you do a tier list? No. Tier lists are for, and I stand by this firmly, content creators that are washed up and are scraping the bottom of the barrel because they have no other content to make. And then maybe rent is due or something, and they need to generate a controversial take. So what they'll do is they'll throw up a tier list and they'll throw something that they know most people agree is really good in a slightly different tier, or something they know really bad is in a slightly different tier as well. So that way you as the viewer want to watch this guy agree with you because you want to, you want to feel smart and seen. So you watch this content creator do their tier list and then you see, your favorite thing slightly misplaced, and then it's engagement bait and you're like, oh my God, how dare you rate, I don't even know, Spit Dart is B tier. You get the idea. But you will never catch me dead doing a fucking tier list. So to any wisecracks who get that idea after this, fuck no.